Okay, so awesome. I'm so excited. I love seeing where everybody is from on the line as you drop it in here. So if you're just plugging in here, drop it in the comments so everybody can have time to connect with each other. And I'm just so happy and honored to be here tonight. My name is Alexandra Sauvé. I'm an independent consultant and I'm an executive national vice president with Arbonne. And it's my great pleasure to share a little bit more about this business. But before I get into that tonight, really, what I'm going to share, of course, what my story and what Arbonne has brought to me. I'm going to share what Arbonne is all about, what the future is. And even before jumping on here, I was just taking a look at quick statistics about our industry, which are even exciting me even more about the industry. And I'm going to pretty much close out the call with how you can earn income and if it's a right fit for you. So I really want to first start by congratulating you for coming on here, because I will tell you one thing is that when I was first approached to do this business, I was a hard no, like most people, because I had this preconceived notion of what this business would look like. And I just felt like I was above that. And I know that sounds so egotistical now looking back, but I really thought I was above this kind of business. And I didn't understand at all the type of potential that this kind of industry would have for my life or for anybody that I would be talking to on a day-to-day basis. And I thank my younger self every single day for having been open-minded enough to go take a look, to say thanks, but no thanks, and finally understand really the true potential behind this. And so I want to first really congratulate every single one of you that are jumping on here as a guest, because I always say it costs nothing to take a look, but it could cost you your whole existence to not take a look if it is a right fit for you. And so for myself, like I said, I walked into a meeting to say thanks, but no thanks. And just to give you an idea what my life looked like when I first took a look at Arbonne, it looked pretty awesome from the outside looking in. Okay. So I was working in the fashion industry. I come from a really small town. I didn't know many people and I had a deep desire to work in the fashion industry. I studied in fashion marketing and I was working my way up that corporate ladder. And so from looking from the outside looking in, I was 24 years old. I was working in the industry that I had studied in. I was traveling. I was doing all the things. But what no one knew was that I was earning about $28,000 a year doing that, with the hopes of making a six-figure, multi-six-figure, working my way up that corporate industry. And every single month I was going to bed thinking about my finances and what that was going to look like. And so often enough, when we take a look, when we hear about Arbonne nowadays, of course, many people understand that we're a clean brand. And I was having a conversation earlier with somebody and I said, you know what, when I was first approached to take a look at Arbonne, I didn't even understand or even have the energy to think about ingredient policies. My life, literally, I was looking for other ways to earn income, and I thought I was too good to. It was like I was too good to do Arbonne, but I needed some serious income. And I always say that I was literally like the definition of what ego without a bank account looks like back then. And as I walked into that very first meeting, I remember walking in there and I saw a doctor doing Arbonne and I was like, okay, wait a minute. There's some highly educated people doing this. So clearly this is not just like a hobby thing. There's some people taking a look at this in a serious manner. And there was also a CFO, which I didn't even know what a CFO was at the time. And it meant a chief financial officer. It was somebody who was very highly placed in a large corporate setting in a financial setting. And I thought, wait a minute, if they're highly educated and they already earn a multi-six-figure income, why on earth are they participating in a business opportunity like Arbonne? And of course, the best thing about Arbonne is that anybody can do it. And the worst thing about Arbonne is that anybody can do it. And I'm being very transparent with that. And I will be honest, the reason why I didn't want to do a business like this was because I wasn't necessarily given all of that portrait at first. But when I walked into that meeting and I understood that there was people who were earning big income and saw the financial opportunity behind a business like this, and that they were building this like a serious, like building it as a secondary or a third or a fourth financial asset, it made sense to me. Because I'm going to go over what Arbonne is all about. But the primary thing is the fact that we have consumable products. This is not a direct selling company that sells exclusively like a product that's guaranteed for life. When I took a look at this and I started to understand that every single person is consuming these types of products on a day-to-day basis, and evidently, when we look at the most wealthy people on the planet, they have diverse sources of income. And so it was no surprise, now understanding how the financial world works, that people of high profile were interested in a business like this. And so looking at my life when I went into that meeting, I left there with a totally different perspective of what Arbonne could offer my life. And I started to treat this business as my future and my plan B that was going to be hopefully my plan A one day. And I say hopefully because that was the words that I would use back then. And it quickly became a mission to become my plan A. And I became mission driven. I became totally obsessed about building this business to the top and teaching and training other people on how to do that. And that's really what I will tell you. If anything tonight speaks to you, if you're going to do this with passion and add as much value to the brand as you can, because Arbonne is looking to expand at a whole other level. And I've never been more excited to be part of this business. And so long story short, I walked in there into that first meeting with a $30,000 credit card debt. Didn't know, always too much money, too much month at the end of every month. And like, I was like, oh my God, I don't have enough finances, to, oh my gosh, I have hope. I found an option and an opportunity that will be my choice to be driving my life to a whole other level. And 2 years after that primary decision, I walked away from corporate. And now I've been over a decade self-employed exclusively with Arbonne now. And so I'm excited about what I'm about to show you in terms of the slides of what Arbonne has as a potential, because one thing that I have recognized is the fact that Arbonne is a legacy company, and we are not like, oh, new and get rich quick. If you are looking for right now money, the awesome part is that is an opportunity if you're willing to be putting your hands all in and be all in. But there's also an opportunity to be making this as a really true path to be creating your way out of the job that you might not be enjoying right now. Or maybe this is just a second source of income, or a third source of income, or a fourth source of income. They say that the average millionaire has approximately 7 different sources of income. And so when I take a look at that, I think that's brilliant. You know, I'm offering people another way to do things. And so now I'm a mom of 2, and I'm a stepmom to 3 boys, and I'm happily married with my husband. And one of the greatest things is the fact that I get to build this business around my life and not the other way around. And so, you know, one of the true definitions of wealth, in my opinion, is the ability to choose where you want to be with who you want to be at any time, and not have your time being taken by somebody else with your restraints, right? And that's different for everyone, but that's for me. And I encourage you, as you listen to this presentation, to go see what's average and typical, we would say, at earnings.arbonne.com. But I will tell you that I love being around people in this business that show us what's possible, and things that I've seen that are possible in our business and in our industry literally have taken off all my limiting beliefs as to how you can really create a life with no limits. And so without further ado, I'm just going to go into these slides. And the coolest thing about it is I love this new branding. It's so fresh. It's so clean. And many people don't realize that Arbonne was the official clean beauty company. We've been around since 1980. This is not a new business. This is not a business that is just like coming or going. And they say that statistically, if you're going to get involved with a network marketing company, you want to make sure that they've been minimum involved at least 10 years. And the reason for that is that compensation plans have not been tested for longevity in general. So many people can come up with a compensation plan and say, I'm going to pay success lines and ambassadors this much. But the real test of time is after a decade of time, to see if it actually has a long standing. And when my husband came on one of my very first incentive trips that I had earned, he met Donna Johnson, which was the very first leader in all of Arbonne to achieve the top level of the business. And when he met her at that time, she had been in Arbonne for 32 years. And I remember him coming back home from that trip, and he was like, yeah, I can see that this is a place that's not like, I see why you're treating this seriously. I see why you're not treating this like a hobby, because hobbies cost money. If you treat it like, I'm not interested in building Arbonne like a hobby. I want to build it like a real business to get real business results. And he understood when he started to realize that people had been involved with the business for more than 1 or 2 or 3 decades. And so I'm proud to say that I've been involved now for 12 years, going on 13 years this year. And it just keeps on getting better and better. And so, oh, wrong slide, wrong way. Now, what I will ask you to drop in the chat, is there anything that you use on a daily basis, okay, that you just can't live without? Like whether it's shower gel, okay, body lotion, your face wash, your cream. Okay. Like I bet you there's something you can't live without out of the things that I just mentioned. Okay. So I love the fact that Arbonne has literally all skincare, all makeup, all nutrition. And the greatest thing about it is that they eliminate over 2,000 ingredients. And like I mentioned earlier, that wasn't something that I really understood or had an interest for when I was first approached for this business. But today, the new version and the evolved version of Alexandra is obsessed about bringing in more joy, more bliss, more happiness into your one's life. And the best way to do that is to elevate your frequency. And if you're using products that have endocrine disturbers, that have toxins in them, well, the unfortunate thing is that it's affecting your energy levels. And so the best thing about Arbonne, in my opinion now, is that it's a high frequency brand because they eliminate over 2,000 ingredients that could be potentially harmful for your health. And when you look at the US right now, there's approximately only 12 ingredients that are banned. And that bylaw has not been verified, that has not been reviewed or changed since 1938. In Canada, there's only 350 ingredients that are banned. And when you look at the best standards in the world, they're the European standards, and the European standards ban over 1,400 ingredients. And so Arbonne goes above and beyond the best standards in the world. And that was my reflection when I left that first meeting. I thought, wait a minute, I'm already buying shower gel. I'm already buying skincare. And it wasn't really working that well because my skin was very like acne prone back then. And I was like, wait a minute. I could be using things that actually say that they're going to give me a result that have over 2,000 ingredients that are banned from ingredients that could be potentially harmful for my health. And the best example of that is like, perfume. Perfume is a major endocrine disturber, but you could hide over 150 different names under that word because it's a copyrighted name. And so even mineral oil sounds like a great thing, but mineral oil is the bottom of the barrel when you gas up your car. It costs $1 or $2 a gallon. And cosmetic companies love to purchase that because it's a cheap filler. It has no color, no odor. It fills up a jar. So sometimes they'll often say, oh, vitamin A, B, C, D, natural, because it is a natural product. So people play on words in marketing. And so what I love the most is that Arbonne goes above and beyond, and they've always tested. And so is there things in nutrition that you can't live without? Maybe right now you're already using a green juice. You're maybe already using like an energy drink. Is there anything that you use on a daily basis that you're already consuming somewhere else? Because Arbonne has a full line, not only of skincare, of nutrition, and I'm going to go into makeup. But the best thing about it is that we have an innovative green juice that it's a patented technology. It literally has all three components in one, which is the greens, which is phytonutrients, which I love, love, love. It's like a natural appetite suppressant. It makes you feel so energized. It just makes you feel so much healthier just drinking something green, let's be real. And the pre and probiotics, digestive enzymes, helps with the bloating. I mean, I know I'm not the only one on here that has suffered from bloating in my life, I'm sure. And the collagen building aspect is really, really important because collagen production actually gets diminished as of age 30. And so what better way than to just have one simple habit? And this is amazing in terms not only as a consumer to be using, but also to be thinking about building a business, right? I mean, who here shops on Amazon? I shop on Amazon all the time, and Arbonne is exactly that same type of model, but with innovative patented technologies, and they are the original clean beauty in a world that is so geared towards trying to be as clean as possible. Arbonne is actually a B Corp certified company, which means that we get audited to make sure that what we say and what we do is actually completely in line and that we are for the people and the planet above and beyond profits. Okay. So when it comes to the skincare, every single thing goes into a clinical study to make sure that not only no one had a reaction, but it actually does what we said we were going to do. And so when you look at the results here, like these are astounding results. And what I love is that yes, they take in consideration what people say about how they feel, but we also do with our clinical studies go under the microscope to make sure that, wait a minute, 20% more elasticity. That's not that's not me saying my skin is more elastic, okay? It's actually, they went under the microscope and actually saw a significant difference in the skin. They saw more firmness, and that is under the microscope, which is really powerful, under 4 weeks. And so that, I love, love, love that. Like I mentioned, this B Corp certified is unbelievable. I have a poster, I guess it's not around here. We are actually the largest B Corp certified company in the wellness and network marketing space. And I'm very proud to say that because it is a very challenging B Corp certification to achieve. And even when we were going through the first process, I was really close to the CEO at the time. And I remember him telling us, like, if we don't pass this, I'm just letting you know, like we still are a really, really amazing company. And I was like, okay, like I didn't really understand what that all meant. But today, now I totally get it because it's a point variable. So for example, the head office literally has no waste whatsoever. Everything is reused. Every time a product is delivered to someone, like when you get your Arbonne box delivered to your house, Arbonne actually calculates with a partnership with UPS how much emission was put in the air, like the gas was put in the air, and they plant a tree to counteract that. Like it's mind blowing. The packaging are all made of recyclable packaging. All of our products are biodegradable, so you can literally wash yourself in the ocean or a lake and not affect the waters. And so there's so many things about this certification that are so powerful. But just to give you a perception of how powerful Arbonne is, it takes a minimum of 80 points to become a B Corp certified company. And most companies are just like inching into it and getting 80 points if they are B Corp certified. And most of those companies are not selling for $500 or $600 million like we are per year. And we have a massive volume of products and inventory, and we are inching at the 120 points. And so this is massive. It's a company that is obsessed about change and hitting those targets. And I just love being part of a company that is driven for not only making a difference in all of our individual lives. Like you heard my personal story about being able to build my business around my kids' life. But not only that, I get healthier using the products. I love the products. I love helping people through the products. It works through you and helping other people discover something, but it also benefits the planet and other people at the same time. It's such a powerful thing. And so we can build our business in 6 different markets. And I love that. So whether you are in Canada, you're in the US, you're in Australia, you're in the UK, Poland, New Zealand, you can participate in the business opportunity. And you can also have clients in any one of those markets. And so you're not exclusively contained to that specific market, which is very different than other companies. I've had people come and show me their compensation plans, and I go, that's unfortunate because you're limited to a certain market. And so as Arbonne will be opening up new countries, we will have access to be developing our business in any of those countries. Arbonne will never say, you help too many people in other places. Like you are always able to build your business in all of those countries. And so the way that we earn income, well, let's just start the benefit of becoming an independent consultant. Now, as I'm recording this, it is on promotion to start a business, which is so exciting. But normally it's $99. And even at $99, I will tell you to start a business that has a transactional website, that has a whole product development. They've created the most innovative products. You don't have to create products. They already do that. They already clinically test them. They ship the products, and then they pay you to take care of it. And there's already a customer service department to take care of our clients. Okay. You get all of that for $99 to start a business. This month, as I'm recording, it's on sale for $59 Canadian, $49 US. And we, as independent consultant, get a 35 to 45% discount. So it can vary between those two. And we get to offer to other people to become an independent consultant and have the same discount and have the same opportunities to develop a business, which I'll get into details about the income opportunity with that. But as a preferred customer, they can get 20 to 30% off. And right now, this month, as I'm recording this, it's free to become a preferred customer, when normally it's $29 for a yearly membership, or $20 per year Canadian to get a yearly membership to get access to those discounts. And so we sell products, we get commission on selling products personally. We have bonuses that are available, and we get to have an override. So the way that this works is that literally when we start an Arbonne business, we share with other people, and they can purchase directly online on our link, or we can place the order for them. But generally, it's just one affiliate link. They purchase online, it's delivered to their house. We get 15 to 35% commission on the products that are sold in our store. And I was looking online right now, and it was according to the most recent study in 2023, 92% of people trust a referral from a friend or family over traditional marketing. And so when we look at Arbonne right now in 2024, which is not only a referral business, but a network marketing business, which gives us the ability to earn also on top of our personal sales, on an organization. We have the ability to build a sales team, which is so powerful. When we look at the newest research in network marketing, it is one of the fastest growing model industry in the world, and it will expand between 2023 and 2028. It is a $200 billion industry right now. And so when I look at that, and they say those statistics, I don't know about you, but like when I saw 2023 to 2028 was like going to be a big booming era, I'm like, okay, I'm in a hurry now. Like, I don't know about that, but like it just makes me feel like that. Like we've got like 4 big years that if you want to capitalize on something, it's always a great time to join, but it's always exciting when you're reading external studies on our industry and they're confirming that this is the right time. And so you build your online store, people can shop in your online store, and then you can teach and train other people to do that. And so why would Arbonne do that? Well, the reality is Arbonne doesn't pay for advertisement. So when you're buying your shower gel, okay, at any store that you're personally purchasing, guess what? You're paying the retailer, you're paying the advertiser, you're paying the warehouse, you're paying the in between those people, those wholesalers. And so when you buy with Arbonne, you're only going directly from the manufacturer, directly to the consumer, and they're paying us a middle cut, okay? So Arbonne goes, listen, if you can be just selling products, but you can also recruit and help other people develop their business. We do not get paid on recruitment at all, okay? That is really, really important to understand. We get paid on the amount of volume and the influence that we create for Arbonne. So the more that we help Arbonne be successful, well, guess what? We become more successful. The more value we bring to the company, the more value comes back to us. And so I'm always on a mission to be helping people, and the person that invited you to this call is on a mission to help build Arbonne to be one of the fastest growing brands, coolest, trendiest brands ever. And I find doing Arbonne now is so sexy in 2024. Like you build your business from your phone. I mean, I have the great pleasure of living close to the ocean now because my husband had a transfer to South Florida a couple years ago. And it was like, well, I already have an online business. I'm just going to pack up and go with you, baby. And today he was like, hey, you want to go to the beach for like 20 minutes and take a little 20-minute break and go in the water? Like I totally can do all of those things because I leverage my time from building a business online, right? And so all this to say is that the more you help, the more you build an organization, the more Arbonne thanks you for your leadership on the volume, and you get a certain percentage off the volume of your team. And there's bonuses available at every single level. Okay. Now I mentioned that we get 15 to 35% commission. We get personally paid every single Tuesday on our personal sales. And that all comes down, like we get paid every single Tuesday and once a month on our overrides. Okay. Now, as you look at this thing, I love the fact that Arbonne only has 5 levels of management. And we all start at the very same place, okay? So if you're starting your business or you're taking a look at this and you're going, oh my God, I could never talk as fast or as quickly as this girl explaining this business, just know that I was terrified of this thing, okay? But the thing that happens is like, it just becomes natural with time, and it may not be something that you're interested in doing in the long run, but the best thing is that you have other people that are sharing this kind of business opportunity every single week, and all types of different personalities, okay? We all start at the very same place as an independent consultant, and we grow ourselves into leaders with time, okay? So district manager is the very first level of management. And right now, guess what? You can promote to that level in 1 month. And the second level too, you can, guess what? Promote to that level this month, right now. And so that is really powerful because we've never had that opportunity ever, ever, ever before. And so the district manager level, the reason why you want to promote to that level as quickly as possible is because district manager gives you 8% overrides on your sales team, on your clients' purchases, and on your own personal purchases. Area manager gives you the same ability, but now you're upping it with an additional 6%, so 14% on anything that is direct to you. Regional vice president was the level that I was like, okay, I'm drawing the line in the sand. If I want to stay home with my babies, I want to be achieving a regional vice president, because at regional vice president, that's when we're talking about average earnings that you can go see at earnings.arbonne.com, average between $4,000 to up to $10,000 a month for being at home with my babies and having a white Mercedes cash bonus if I achieve those rankings at those levels. So I don't know about you, but being able to work a business around my life, have a car bonus, and being able to help other people get healthy while I'm getting healthier, that is like my dream. And I love the fact that we have the ability to offer that to other people. And so national vice president is the tippy top of the business. I'm proud to say that I promoted to that level in 2017. And I'm so blown away by watching how powerful this business model is in not only what it's done in my life, but how it's also helped other people in my business promote to that very same level as well. And that level, the average earnings is $21,000 per month. Like, I want to ask you, do you have an opportunity right now that in the next 5 years, you could be earning an average of $21,000 per month, every single month, based on the efforts that you've done today, tomorrow, and so on? And so this is very powerful. I mean, there's no guarantee to success, but what I understood with this business model is that the more that I work on myself, the more that I build myself into a leader. And the best thing about it is that we're not in business by ourselves. Like, even though we start for ourselves, we're never by ourselves. And so I hand in hand was like locking arms with people who were already earning the type of earnings that I wanted to achieve. And the more that I got close to those kind of people, the more that I started to expand my knowledge and my leadership and start really investing into my growth. And so the best thing about it is that everybody is welcomed everybody is called, and not everybody takes the ticket. But the best thing about it is that if you're listening now and you have a big yearning to build a big life, you have the opportunity within your hands to do that. And in 12 years, going on 13 years, no one has yet to show me something better, quite honestly. So there's bonuses at every level. I'm not going to go too much into detail about this, but you can go earn as little as $100 bonus per month, up to $600, additionally with up to $1,000 towards a car bonus, if that's something you're excited about. And as a national vice president, every single year we have different incentives. So this year they've literally put $10,000, $20,000, and $40,000 bonuses on the table. This is on top of earning that $20,000 per month average as a national vice president if you're achieving those sales goals. So it's pretty powerful stuff. And right now, as a team, we are currently just concluding a running for the Arbonne incentive trip to Costa Rica. So I'm really excited about closing that out and heading out on a beautiful trip with all of independent consultants, with everybody else. And as national vice presidents, we have a challenge every single year that we can achieve. And this year it's off to Bali. So like the trips with Arbonne, I'll tell you one thing. I was like, okay, cool. I've been to an all-inclusive. Like, Arbonne spoils people. Like, you show up, you have a gift. You're like, you bottle champagne in your room. Like, it's 5-star. You won't even want to travel without Arbonne anymore when you travel with Arbonne. And I just want to conclude by telling you, like, if this speaks to you tonight, and you're like all in, what I encourage you to do is go take a look, go back to the person that invited you to this call, first of all, and tell them that you're in and you're ready to roll. Get your sign up ready. And I'm telling you, it takes 5 minutes, 5 clicks to start a business. It's not a complicated thing. The person can send you a referral link. You sign up as an independent consultant. And from there, you can decide for yourself. I mean, there's no obligation to purchase products, but the way that I saw it was like, well, I was already purchasing all this stuff at the pharmacy anyways. I'm going to buy all this stuff in my own store, become a product of my own brand, and now start sharing that with other people. Already, literally, I was getting the discount, and there's so many great tax benefits. I encourage you to go talk to an accountant about the benefits of starting a home-based business. And the second thing is that we are heading off to Vegas, June 26th to 29th, and I highly recommend that you come. If you want to build this business like a professional, you want to be at this conference, because I think about anybody that I have friends that work in big pharma. I mean, they have to go to their conference. My husband works in the medical field. He has to go to his medical conferences. And so the way that I see this is that if I wanted to be one of those people that were at the top of the business, even when I was earning nothing, I decided to be at that conference. So I highly encourage you to be at that conference with all of us. And I will tell you that this is so much more than just a business opportunity. I can't even tell you the community, the people, the transformation. This is a personal transformation brand. And I hope that you say yes to this, because not only for yourself, for our company to be saying yes to somebody who wants to elevate themselves, because this journey is literally very undescribable, but so rewarding. So on that note, I want to thank you for being here tonight and for listening in. And I hope to welcome you to our amazing community. Take care.